again with another episode of Cosmic Debris. I am one of your hosts, as always, Andy George, and my partner in crime,
TJ, better known as Thelodious Janus.
Yeah, old gorilla boy. The fuck. Hey, good morning, man. How you doing today, brother?
I'm okay. How about yourself?
All right, man. We have made it here. Shit, this will be. Oh no, is there one more show next month in the end for the end of January? I think this is it.
No, this is it for the end of January.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, we're still alive, man. Everything is good. How was your week?
It was okay. Just dealing with life on life's terms, you know.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Nothing really eventful except on Wednesday.
On Wednesday?
Yeah, I watched the inauguration.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about train wrecks.
Because I hadn't. Shut the fuck up. So, I haven't watched an inauguration in decades. I can't even remember the last inauguration I watched.
Right.
But I decided I wanted to watch this one, and I told you why.
Right, because of you were hoping to see a train wreck.
Yeah, a train wreck because of the Capitol shit that went on a couple weeks earlier.
Yeah, a couple weeks before that, everybody was freaking out.
I thought it was gonna be a shit show down there in Washington or over there in Washington, but it was. The media finally did what the media should do. Is they didn't. I'm sure there were protests.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But they didn't show any of it.
Yeah, they just the inauguration.
Which I was hoping for a train wreck.
And Pence was there, right?
Pence was there. So was W.
That's right. G-Dub was there.
G-Dub was there.
I know Jimmy Carter didn't make it. Clinton was there, though.
Clinton was there. Jimmy Carter is in his 90s.
Yeah.
He could not make the trip.
JC, yeah.
He was another one-time president.
That's right,
one-term
just a
president.
one-term president.
He got fucked over with the whole Iran thing with the Ayatollah.
The Ayatollah, yeah. But as soon as Reagan come in, them guys were freed. They knew not to fuck with Ron.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, cowboy Ron. But speaking of train wrecks,
yes, my life.
Your life is a train wreck. But we were talking about train wrecks, and I remember reading this article about a train wreck that was staged. And this happened in 1896 in Texas. And the guy who put this train wreck on worked for the railroad. His name was William George Crush.
I thought he owned the railroads.
No, he just worked
there.
He worked there. It says, okay, man, they did one 3 months earlier in Ohio at a fair.
Really?
But I don't think it was, a spectacle like this guy planned on putting on.
Why did they want to do this?
Because they were getting rid of two old 35-ton steam engines, and they were going to like 50-ton steam engines.
Ooh.
Okay, so this happened in a place, and they built this town especially for this, and it was called Crush. Crush. And, they built restaurants. They had a 12 lemonade stands they built.
This was in Texas.
This was in Texas. This was a little bit north of Waco. They had cigar vendors there, dude. Carnival games and sideshows.
Cotton candy, popcorn.
They didn't charge anybody to watch it, but they had a special on the railroad. If you want to come see this, it costs you $2.
So if you want to get on the train,
if you want to get on the train,
eventually.
no, it's not. That train's not going to crash. The train is going to
Okay.
take you to this town of Crush that they built for this special spectacular. Okay, and they sold 10,000 tickets to ride the railroad to Crush to watch this.
And what were they going to do? Yeah, I don't think you said what.
What they were going to do? They had these two steam engines. Okay, and each of them had 6 cars behind them, and they were going to crash them together.
So head to head.
Head to head.
Right here in front of the crowd.
Right here in front of the crowd. And the funny thing, 40,000 people showed up for this.
Oh, my God.
Now, and this is a story, if you indulge me here and let me talk without, trying to one-up me. So the crash was delayed for an hour because the crowd resisted being pushed back by police to what was supposedly a safe distance. So they did, got the bullshit. So the two trains pulling cars loaded with railroad ties slowly met in the middle and were photographed. Then they rolled back to their starting points at opposite ends of the track.
Okay, so they were loaded up with railroad
cars that had railroad ties in them.
Okay, so it was heavy.
It was heavy.
And
right.
It was okay.
So
and ties are the brown parts that go across.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the tracks.
Like the tar.
Yeah. They're always loaded with creosote. So, and Crush, the guy who put on this thing, was riding a white Charger and signaled the start of the main event. The engines and the crew aboard each train opened the steam engines to a prearranged setting, rode for exactly 4 turns of the drive wheel, and then jumped off.
Jumped off while it was going, but not that fast. They didn't go. They didn't wait till it was going full steam.
No. They were quite a ways apart. Okay? So, and if you indulge me here, here's what came out of the Dallas Morning News described what happened next. The rumble of the 2 trains was faint and far off at first, but growing nearer and more distant with each fleeting second. Was like the gathering force of a cyclone. Nearer and nearer they came, the whistles of each train blowing repeatedly, and they put torpedoes on the track, which had been placed on the track, exploding in almost a continuous round like the rattle of musketry.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
torpedoes on the track.
Well, I mean, to us, it was probably just little explosions, but to make this
not to blow up the track.
No, not to blow up a track. So they rolled down at a frightful rate of speed to within a quarter of a mile of each other. Nearer and nearer as they approached the fatal meeting place, the rumbling increased and the roaring grew louder.
The roaring of the crowd?
The roaring of the crowd, yeah. So each train reached the speed of about 45 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
By the time they met near the anticipated spot, though some observers believed they were traveling much faster, shortly after the trains collided, there was a large explosion.
That's a weak explosion.
Yeah, that was a weak explosion, dude. But okay, so a crash, a sound of timbers, went through the air as they tore apart, and then a shower of splinters. There was just a swift instance of silence, and then, as if controlled by a single impulse, both boilers exploded.
Nice.
Simultaneously, and the air was filled with flying missiles of iron and steel, varying in size from a postage stamp to half of a driving wheel. Debris was blown hundreds of feet in the air. Panic quickly broke out as the crowd turned and ran.
I bet.
Some of the debris came down among the spectators, killing 2 and seriously injuring at least 6 others.
Oh, my God.
A photographer named Jarvis Joe Delane of Waco lost an eye to a flying bolt.
To a flying bolt?
Yes. The locomotives and their boxcars were reduced to scraps of wood and steel. All that remained of the 2 engines and the 12 cars was a smoking mass of fractured metal and kindling wood, except 1 car in the rear of each train which had been left untouched. The engines had been both completely telescoped, and contrary to experience in such cases, instead of rising in the air from the force of the blow, they just were flattened out. There was nothing about the cars big enough to save except pieces of wood, which were eagerly seized upon and carried home as souvenirs.
No shit.
How about that, man? So
that
this guy,
Joe
Dean, who lost an eye to a bolt, he was a Confederate veteran, and he said the smoke explosions, people falling all around him, was more frightening than Pickett's last charge at Gettysburg. How crazy. Would you pay to watch that?
Oh, hell yeah. That's why I wanted to watch the...
Yeah, that's why I wanted to watch the inauguration.
Because I was hoping for something like that.
Yeah,
no, would I have paid for that? I would have paid... Oh, yeah, definitely. I would have loved to have seen that.
Oh, yeah, that would have been awesome to see, man. Could you imagine that, man? 2 old steam locomotives. Hey, you remember the Addams Family where Gomez would set up his trains and they would run around the track and crash into each other?
Oh, I remember the show, but I don't remember that.
Oh, you remember that? Yeah, that was one of his things. He liked to set up train wrecks.
He was a crazy...
Yeah. But I thought that was interesting when we talked about train wrecks, because I think people watch reality TV to see a train wreck.
It's pretty much that's pretty much it. I mean, years ago, when I think I was in my 30s, my father-in-law wanted to watch this video, and there was videos that were put out that were legally sold. It was called Faces
of Death. Yeah.
Did you ever see it?
Oh, I seen it.
Fucking weird ass. I mean, really live videos.
Oh yeah, like an electrocution.
Fucking guy getting eaten by an alligator.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, oh, this is bizarre.
You don't have a copy of that?
No, I don't think I would watch it.
I think I did. I used to have a copy of that. Yeah.
I would imagine you would.
Imagine I would. But yeah, some of that shit, that's like reality TV, and there's some things that I watch just to see about a train wreck. And we've talked before about I watch Ink Masters because I want to see which person gives the most fucked up tattoo. And then you're stuck with that tattoo, man.
You're stuck with that tattoo for the rest of your
There used to be another reality show that I watched, and it was a long time ago. I mean, I watched like Forged in Fire. I guess that's a reality TV show where they make knives and swords and stuff. Not that gory happens there, but there was one, and I can't think of the guy's name. His name was Ty something, but he was a bull riding champion. So he had a big ranch. He was married to Jewel at one time, and he took all these celebrities down there and was going to teach them how to ride a bull.
Okay.
So at the end of the show, okay, they're going to have a little bull riding competition, not on them big ass Brahma bulls, but on a different set of smaller bulls, junior bulls,
baby bulls,
baby bulls. Yeah, and I remember a couple guys getting broken ribs, man, and a punctured lung and stuff. Like I was trying to think of the guy's name. He was somebody's famous son with it. Anthony Hopkins' son or something was on the show and had crushed ribs and a punctured lung and stuff.
That would have been cool to watch. I do like. I mean, when professional bull riding is on.
Yeah.
I've watched that. It is pretty cool.
It's a long 8 seconds, man.
It is, if they make it that far, yeah. And
yeah, most of them
those guys get. I mean, this one guy got his face smashed in because the bull came up.
Right,
as he was going down. Forward. His face and hit that seat. Bam, blood.
Every place, yeah, and then he just hangs off, and then sometimes they get drugged.
Yeah.
And then the clowns go out there, and sometimes the bulls fuck them up.
Hey, have you seen speaking of Forged in Fire, have you seen the commercial recently? They're selling these knives.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the Forged in Fire cookie.
I thought maybe you'd like one of
those. Oh, yeah, man. I was going to order some. I haven't seen that commercial lately. Yeah, I could use some sharp knives.
They say they're sharp.
They say they're sharp, yeah.
For $29.95?
For $29.95. We'll have to see. We'll come over here and I walked into your bathroom this morning. It looks like you shaved a chinchilla again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I could bring that knife and shave your head.
You could.
Yeah, let's see how sharp it is.
Yeah, let's see how sharp it is.
Let's see how sharp it is. Yeah, you were giving me some shit this week about my hearing, because right now my hearing's kind of clogged up.
Well,
after being sick,
to begin
it's been bad. Yes, it is bad to begin with.
I was giving you shit, and I was really serious because you're talking on your phone, out there wherever you're at, and I'm on my phone, and I have to put my phone on speaker because I cannot put it up to my ear, either ear, and hear it. But if it's on speaker, I can hear it loud.
Yeah, usually I'm talking to you. I'm sitting on my front little rock wall smoking a cigar.
Or in your car driving.
That's true.
And we're trying to hold a conversation.
Right.
And I'm talking, and you just start talking right over on top of me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Shut up. Shut up.
Oh,
shut up.
I can't hear you.
You're like, I can't hear you. And I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. I think I mean, like I said, my hearing was bad, and since the COVID shit, it's gotten a little worse, man, where I'm having problems. My head
has gotten worse?
Yeah, it's gotten more fucked up. But, as long as I could keep popping my ears, I'm in pretty good shape.
Well, we are, I've been to a lot of concerts, very loud music.
I've been to a lot of shows.
All kinds of shit.
Believe me, I wear ear protection now.
You do like it's going to help
I know. Yeah, after the first 200 shows, I never wore them. Now it's like, oh, man, I got to put these in.
I got to save what I got left.
Yeah, that's right. I got to save what I got left. Yeah, but shit's getting bad, man.
Yeah, you're fucked up.
Oh, I'm definitely fucked up. Hey, I wanted to congratulate you because yesterday... Yeah, 26 years sober, man.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Good for you, man. That's a big thing, man. 26 years, fuck.
It is a big thing, and to me, it's an important date. Probably the most. Well, yeah, it is the most important date.
Except when the Red Wings won the cup.
No, even this is.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you shit.
I know you are. But it because my life has changed dramatically. Speaking about train wrecks, I was a fucking train wreck.
Oh yeah, dude, and I'm like, I'm on board. I'm tooting that whistle all the way down the track. Woo woo.
Yeah, we've been talking about you see this thing like we watched the show Mr. Mayor. It's a brand new show with Ted Danson. It's funny, and the thing that was it this last week or the week before he was
that
like
was this
animals.
Past week.
He was like, I had some edibles.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago.
And he's laughing and having a blast.
Not like it was.
Yeah,
not like it used to be.
Not like it was in the 70s.
Like, no shit.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah, it was funny shit. But yeah, like I said, congratulations, brother. 26 years.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. That's a good thing, man. Yeah, I'm much happier being clean and sober.
Yeah, you're much happier that I'm clean and sober, believe me.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, Jesus Christmas, how do I hang out with this?
I'm already fucked up. Can you imagine what I was like then?
Oh, I imagine. Can you imagine what I was like then?
I can imagine.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah. I wouldn't sleep for 5 days.
Oh, the paranoia was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, I'm looking out my window. Is that tree moved? There's somebody hiding behind that tree staring at me? Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. What, they put a camera up there?
I think the most paranoid I was, we drove up, the family, I think it was just my son, my wife, and myself. We drove up to Knott's Berry Farm. And I was doing meth in the bathroom.
In the back,
and I was so
back
fucking paranoid.
Yeah.
That there were like cameras in there, and they're going to film, they would see me. So I'd do a line, and I'd run the fuck out and get back out into the crowd as fast as I fucking could.
I'm trying to hide in the crowd.
Not too paranoid.
Yeah, it doesn't make you paranoid at all. Just go buy yourself some meth. Yeah.
We were talking about the inauguration, and I saw something in the news this morning about, obviously the outgoing president, doesn't matter the party, they always do these pardons.
Right, the presidential pardon.
And one of these individuals that's been, in the last year or so, they had a show on him on Netflix, I think it was, Tiger King.
Yeah, I know.
Joe Exotic.
Joe
right?
Exotic.
And he's in prison, and I think because of attempted murder of Baskins or something, and maybe some other stuff. I don't know.
I thought you fed some fucking people to the taggers or some shit.
Could be. You know what? I saw the show.
Got a bunch of chef's jerky and fed it to the cat.
And fucking people. There was that one young gal that was working for him, had her arm ripped off, and she was still working there.
I know. It's like,
with
hey,
stuff. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So you think if one of them taggers ripped the tagger's arm off, you think they let him eat it?
I don't think you could stop it. I mean, once it's got it and starting to chew it, are you going to go in there and try to take it away?
No, I'm good. I'm going to watch, though.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can you imagine tear your arm off and that blood comes squirting out like a Monty Python skit?
Everybody's like, let's help her. Let's get her up. Let's put a tourniquet on. I'd be like, fuck that. I'm watching Diary.
Yeah, hang on, man. Let me watch for a little bit. Damn, that's a lot of blood.
But he expected, and his followers expected and were waiting for Trump to pardon him.
That's crazy,
and it never came. And he's disappointed.
He's disappointed.
It's like, okay, you voted for him, okay, and you supported him, but
what's he owe you?
Yeah, what does he owe you?
Yeah, no kidding. I bet there are a lot of dogs and cats in that guy's neighborhood missing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, hey, here's a kitty.
You can't. It costs too much money to feed that
shit.
Like go out and buy actually meat for these animals.
Yeah, there are a lot of homeless
You're just gonna
people.
Be like,
yeah, I wonder what the missing rate in Florida is right now. Because of Joe. With the homeless and stuff. I haven't seen this guy in years. He used to be down on the corner begging for money.
He wished he'd gone up to Montana and been on Shep's jerky.
It worked for Shep.
It worked for Shep. Would have been a more dignified death.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah, I'm expecting a presidential pardon. Hey, are you a big fan of peanut butter?
I like peanut butter. Yeah, I don't like it like when it's cold because it's like too. You can't put peanut butter on a piece of bread when it's really
cold peanut butter.
But I got a jar in there that I keep in the fridge, and then when I want a sandwich, I take it out.
So you
hours
eat peanut butter
before,
sandwich,
and then
yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And jelly, yeah. I have to have my peanut butter mixed with something. That
sounds good. Maybe I'll have that.
Is that what you're going to have today? But the Incas were the first to grind peanuts, okay, and they beat us to the peanut butter a few thousand years earlier. But we had talked about John Harvey Kellogg filed for the first patent on peanut butter in 1895.
This is the guy from Battle Creek, Michigan, right?
Battle Creek. He ran the Battle Creek Sanitarium, a spa for all kinds of ailments. The original patent didn't specify which type of nut to use, and Kellogg experimented with almonds as well as peanuts, which were cheaper than almonds.
Yeah, peanuts are they're the cheap.
So he was a Seventh-day Adventist, Kellogg was.
Yeah, I had heard that.
And endorsed a plant-based diet promoted on peanut butter as a healthy alternative to meat, which he saw as a digestive irritant and worse, a sinful sexual stimulant.
What?
Yeah.
What's a sexual stimulant?
Meat.
Meat's a sexual stimulant.
Yeah, remember Kellogg
like
was kind of a
having
nut
sex.
job.
All right.
Yeah, and we talked about that movie, The Road to Wellsville.
The Road to
it's
Wellsville.
It's a
that was
funny
hilarious.
friggin' movie, man. He's giving like cornflake enemas and shit. But, and he had elite clientele. Amelia Earhart went there.
A lot of famous people.
Henry
went
Ford.
there. Okay.
So,
The original Henry Ford.
Yeah, the original Henry Ford.
Not Junior.
No. But, and you remember even during the war, because there were meat rations, especially during World War One.
Oh, yeah.
People ate a lot of peanuts and then peanut butter.
Yum.
Yeah, and the government promoted meatless Mondays with peanuts high on the menu for a substitute.
Meatless
But
Sundays.
but the thing that changed peanut butter, you know what it was?
Let me guess. The World's Fair.
No, that's where Aunt Jemima was.
Hmm?
No, sliced bread.
That would do it.
And that I believe sliced bread came around in 1920s.
So what did they do with the peanut butter before that?
I guess just
Eat
put it
it?
on your fingers. You ever just stick your fingers in a jar of peanut butter and eat it?
All
Yeah.
the time.
And then you just finger the butter.
Tried it with the dog once on my dick, but the dog didn't do it.
The dog didn't want it. It's
So I had to eat it off
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. I had to use 2 fingers and scrape it off. Yeah, so I mean, peanut butter, the popularity is growing abroad now. And peanut butter sales in the United Kingdom overtook, the sales of the United States. But it's still mostly an American quirk.
Quirk? Is
Quirk.
it quirk?
Quirk. You quirky
How's that
fuck.
a quirk?
I don't know, man. Fucking magazine. I'm just reading out of the magazine, dude. But
That's what you're good at.
yeah, so now they're putting. Have you seen peanut butter in tubes?
In tubes, like
Yeah.
like Go-Gurt?
Yeah, like
But
Go-Gurt or toothpaste or
Peanut-
some shit. And it says they have them out now, but I've never seen them.
I have not seen them.
Now I like peanut butter. I like peanut butter pretzels.
You mean where it's embedded inside the pretzel?
Yeah.
I never
You don't like
that.
those?
Nah.
I've had some that are good and some that are really crappy where
I've
there's
never-
like no peanut butter and it's like, hey, where's the peanut butter, you
Yeah,
fucks?
really.
So it's like, hey, you got to get some of them pretzel rods and scrape them in your jar of peanut butter and eat them that way.
Yep.
Reese's changed probably peanut butter for kids.
Oh, hell yeah. I love peanut butter. I mean, the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah. How many you got in your
I've
refrigerator?
seen them. I saw a little short documentary on how they make them. Oh,
Yeah.
I got a shitload. I got a few of them in there.
Yeah.
About how they form them and then
They squirt
peanut
the
butter
butter.
like
Yeah.
there's no nuts. It's just like
No, because it's all
Like
been ground
diarrhea.
up and
Yeah,
cooked
it's
down.
hard.
Yeah, it's
It's
been
real
roasted
thin.
and then grounded up.
kind
and
of thin, dries out, got a bit heated, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
chocolate covered, yada yada.
chocolate covered. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's
That's
changed
good
for
stuff.
kids. Yeah,
I
I like
those.
Reese's, man.
Speaking about peanut butter covered, we were looking at pegging this morning.
Oh, jeez, that was you, dude. It's like, hey, Alexa,
Siri.
Alexa.
Alexa.
Oh, yeah, TJ would like to be pegged.
I've got the, we use this Amazon Kindle. You use it. I mean, it's got the soundboard software on it.
Monster truck.
But
Right.
I got some of my light switches and bulbs.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
lazy.
up.
I know. We're sitting here and I'm laughing about it. Alexa, turn my dining room light on. I'm like, it won't work with my voice. But I'm
Oh, it
sitting
would
here, I'm
work.
like, look, you lazy fucker, you could reach right over there.
Here,
It's-
I'll show you. Alexa,
yeah, but that's your voice, you goofy
turn
fucker.
on dining room lamp.
Just reach over and do
Okay.
it. Okay.
And I said, and then I said,
And it's
oh,
on.
Alexa, turn off dining room lamp. Alexa,
It's not working.
turn off dining room lamp.
Okay, it's
Okay.
off. Fuck you, Alexa.
You shut her up.
No, shit, just shut off.
And I was saying, we were laughing because I'm like, I could sit here and say, turn this light on, turn this light off, turn
Right.
this light on, like 100 times in a row, and it wouldn't give me any
Yeah,
shit.
it's not going to give you any
shut
shit
the
like
fuck
I
up.
am.
I'm not going to do it anymore. But I said something to you about Alexa, peg George.
No, you said butt fuck.
I said, no, I said peg.
Okay, dude. Because, when it
showed
came up on
up.
the screen, it
Right.
came up and showed up as butt fucking.
It had all these definitions.
Yeah, it had all these definitions. And they were pretty funny definitions.
Grandma.
Oh, my grandma,
Loose
yeah.
buttholes.
Yeah, grandma porn, grandma getting butt fucked.
And if you don't know what pegging is.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Is when a woman.
You ride a horse?
Will put a strap on and fuck her male partner in the ass. Noob. And that's called pegging.
That's called pegging. That's called no.
It's a big thing.
That's
It's
called
it's probably as popular as sounding with sticking shit down your.
Oh, sounding is that's what it's called.
But one of my favorite shows on Netflix is coming back next week.
What's that?
And it's called Bonding, and it's about this young woman and her gay partner, and they run a BDSM, little bondage and discipline,
right? Yeah,
business
stuff. Yeah,
going out and doing this. But I watched the first season. I had a couple friends over. We started to watch, and they're like, "This is disgusting." I'm laughing my ass off. It's like, yeah,
this is just funny to me.
I'm twisted. But one of our favorite shows.
In my day.
I already watched 2 episodes of it.
What's that?
Blown Away.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that came back. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
Yep, it's on Netflix. Came back last week.
Oh, okay.
And it's about
glass blowing.
Glass blowing. They have it's a reality show.
Right, and they make these fancy.
And they start with 10 people.
Yeah. That
are glass blowers, and they give them assignments or a challenge,
right?
And to create something, they tell them what they got, like a general subject, like
Cake Boss, yeah,
one cake was a cake platter,
Okay, you're right.
Serve a cake and stuff,
yeah.
And this guy had everything is blown out of glass. They have like 5 hours or something. I don't know what it is, but it's a fascinating show.
Yeah, to watch them take nothing, just molten sand, basically.
Well, they usually start off with these like rods.
Oh, that's right, the tubes of glass,
colored,
right?
And they break it up, and to get an amount they want to use, they stick it on their pole.
Right.
And you know what they stick it in to heat it up?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's called?
What's it called?
Glory hole.
The glory. That's right. Yeah, the glory hole. You stick it in the glory hole so it melts.
Stick it in the glory hole so it melts. And then they twist it and they blow it and they string it.
Yeah, they put color into it.
It's an amazing. I mean, I remember as a kid when we were living in Michigan.
Yeah.
We went to this glass blowing hot shop. It was and they had like tours of you can watch glass blowers.
Yeah.
Not like they were like artistic. They blew certain things of glass.
Right. Vases
or whatever. They
blew
the same thing over and over and over and over and over. But it was fascinating because they take this hot molten silica, this glass, and they color it and they shape it and they blow it. And
right. Yeah, because it's all done. I mean, it's all done by hand. All that stuff. Yeah.
And it is hot as fuck.
Shit, yeah, that's like Forged in Fire where they're banging metal, man. It's like it's hotter than shit in there.
But it's a fascinating show.
It really is. It's a good show, yeah. To watch them do that, and and
they're
the
all
artists.
weird because they're artists too.
Yeah, they're flaky bastards.
Creative, and they're just weird.
Yeah.
But they're good at what they do. One guy, some of the stuff, pretty much everything that I've seen so far, it's really kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of the designs that they come up with are stupid. Are you done?
I know, I hit the wrong button, dude.
You hit one of them play forever sounds.
Yeah, I know.
But, it's really a fascinating show, and it's not something you see every day.
No, without a doubt. And we have a show coming on tonight, Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is
coming
back,
baby.
Yeah, so
coming
I mean, because there's nothing on TV on Mondays. There's only one hockey game tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I've got some other shit I'm going to catch up on watching.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot. I've seen a lot in the last couple months of these Korean shows out of Korea.
Yeah.
And if you've ever watched some of these, TikTok or some of these other videos of these young Korean, boys, and they're very animated and like,
oh yeah, little happy Koreans.
And these shows that come out of Korea that are drama or mystery or something, I've tried watching them and they're just stupid.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, because they're
It's like, damn, you guys are some happy fucking people.
Fucking come on, Kim Jong-un, go down
that's
there.
That's right to old ping pong.
Get this fucking shit off this.
Yeah, let's get some ping pong action down there.
But a lot of stuff is coming out because a lot of shows were very much delayed because of COVID, the filming, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, even now, some of the things that are coming out, you can see the actors aren't standing as close to each other as they used to.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, hey, I still need to protect myself, so
yeah, for at least
put a ball gag in. Yeah, you think for a year?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we'll see. Fuck it. I didn't die.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I wasn't even close to death.
Yeah. And I've gotten the okay from my doctor to go get the vaccine, but
yeah.
It's hard to get because there ain't a lot of them.
No, not right now. That's everybody's complaining about that. There's not enough vaccine. Well, what do you think, man? There's 300 million people.
Well, that's why they have these tiers.
And you need 600 million doses.
I finally got approved because of my age.
Yeah, you old fuck.
You old fuck. You still got to wait a little while.
Yeah, I got to wait a few months.
But one of our friends at the meeting's going down. Was he going down today?
Yeah, no. February, the 1st of February, the VA will start giving COVID shots, and I'll get a call wherever I fall into the list.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You didn't serve in Nam, so you don't give it.
No. I sure didn't, dude.
But
I got served at the bar a lot.
Well, of course you would. The Deer Hunter. The Deer Hunter. Love that movie.
Yeah, crazy.
That was a good one. Academy Award Best Picture.
Yeah, shit, brother.
The other thing I saw in the news today is have you ever had to tell a friend or someone that they stink?
Do you ever wonder if that's me that really stinks and not your friend?
Well, they were saying, I think. Okay, now play a sound to cover that up, you little sick fuck. Anyway, because of this COVID thing, where your sense of taste and smell is affected,
yeah,
it's made it harder for people to smell.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, breathe in the scent, not that their body smells. But have you ever had to tell someone...
I've told people before they got bad breath. It's like, dude, it's sometimes joking around, you say, hey, dude, you might want to take a fucking shower.
Back in the 80s, in the early 80s, where I was working for this printing company, and men and women, but they had hired this one guy who was young. Well, we were all kind of young. I was in my mid-20s probably. And the women complained because this guy that they had hired, he was coming in, reeked.
Just like, dude.
And the interesting thing was he had worked at Penthouse
Get to work
magazine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Get to work.
Damn.
And he was working the night shift. Well, I was a supervisor on the night shift.
Yeah.
And he was greasy. It wasn't like he washed his hair. It was like kind of matty and stuff. And they're like, we have to sit near him and he reeks. You need to tell him. I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be as diplomatic as possible, and I took him outside. I said, can we talk a minute? We went outside.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to ask you, I said, where you live, is there any problems with, plumbing or showering and stuff? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, a lot of the people here have complained that you smell a lot of body odor. And he was so fucking offended by that.
Yeah.
How could you say that to me? Blah, blah, blah.
I need to bring this to your attention.
And I said, that's just, I'm telling you, because I can see it and smell it. I said, but you work like right next to some of these other people who just are, it's too hard. I can't believe you would ever say anything like that to me. And he complained to the boss, but he ended up quitting like real soon after
Oh,
that.
no shit. Well, some people just have that body odor thing.
Well, some people do have more natural body odor, but this guy wasn't bathing.
Oh, is that what it was?
He just wasn't bathing. You
like,
could
dude,
tell.
Here's a bar of fucking zest.
There's the bathe.
Yeah.
Wash your hair.
Take a shower, you fuck.
I don't know what his deal was, but it was really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around some people. It's
conversation.
like, damn, man, I don't even want to stand too close. It's like, you ever try to back up one of them guys who got bad breath and they keep following you? It's like, dude, arm distance. Well, this is going to be a good thing with COVID. When you were talking about COVID, And that's one of the tests they were giving everybody because they were losing their sense of smell. And peanut butter, it's like, okay, we're going to use peanut butter to test their smell. You know, because peanut butter has a very distinct aroma.
It does.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you went to that, I went to the peanut butter thing. So,
well, I know
you went to the dark side.
I know that our friend David, who's now back in the States,
right?
Because he got a COVID, he was living in Brazil with his wife,
right?
And they said, you know, open up a can of like ground coffee,
yeah, and see if you could smell it,
and to see if you could smell it, because coffee has a pretty distinct.
Oh, without a doubt.
And he said no.
Wow.
You know, so you know. Me, I never lost my sense of smell or taste with it. But again, like I said, it was a real week.
Yeah, you had a week straight. Yeah, I couldn't
week.
taste stuff for a couple days, but I wasn't eating anyhow. So it's like, yeah, food.
Like,
yeah,
back at it.
Back at it, dude. I know I had me some cheesesteaks on Friday with my one granddaughter, and we had garlic fries, man. Dude, and my truck still smells like garlic.
That was because 2 days ago, Saturday.
No, Friday. So, you know, early this morning I went to the store. It still smelled like garlic, dude. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Garlic has got that effect.
I was like, oh, man, I need to go get back and get me some more garlic fries, dude.
That's some crazy shit. There's all my notes.
There you go.
Wrapping up my notes for
You're
today.
wrapping it up for today. So maybe we should...
my notes. Oh, look at
okay.
that. Left-handed. Swish.
Well, swish it. Fucking ended up on the floor.
Did not. It's in the bag.
I know. I'm just bullshitting.
That thing's on the floor, Joe Mayo. Can you pick that up for
Fuck
me?
you, Joe Mayo. Can you bring some tools over, Joe? Can you bring a shovel? I need some help.
I live in a little condo. I don't have room for a shovel.
I can't afford a shovel.
No, I can afford a shovel.
No, I know. You don't have
bullshit. You know, you fucking ball buster.
That's right. I'm a ball buster. Hey, so for today, man, let's give this guy a flush.
Go.
Oh, but we will be back again next week, barring any unseen accidents.
Yeah, or, really, with the
smell
shovel.
Tests. Yeah, with the shovel and a pipe wrench.
A pipe wrench.
Oh shit, man. Hey, so go out and share the love, man.
You be kind to each other.
Be kind to each other. Peace. This is Andy George from Cosmic Debris. Hey, I wanted to let you know you can reach us by email at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com. So if you have any comments or anything you'd like to hear us talk about, please email us at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com, and we'll ignore most of your stuff. Hey, if you got any pictures out there you'd like to share with us, we'd sure like to see them. You can also follow us on Twitter at Andy Jerk. So, hey, send us a message, send us an email. We love to hear from our fans. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you next show. Later.